So, today is another day of going through Awareness by Anthony de Mello as a book summary, and this time it is a very, very, very detailed book summary, which is amazing because, well, it is actually indeed incredible how detailed it seems to be and how in-depth that one is. And so I actually am pretty much looking forward to that. A Tough Love Approach to Spirituality, Awareness by Anthony de Mello book summary. This book summary has a companion post for premium members. Blah, 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 blah. Awareness was brought to my attention when I noticed it was one of only 2 books on reading recommendation lists from both Eckhart Tolle, or actually Eckhart Tolle, and Naval Ravikant. The other book, Tao Te Ching. Personally, I'm a fan of tough love. It says what needs to be said while maintaining respect. Anthony de Mello's book Awareness was a much needed dose of spiritual tough love. De Mello includes a multitude of engaging short stories, analogies, and anecdotes throughout the book to illustrate his key points. Due to summary length, I had to leave most of them out. However, the book on the shorter side the book is on the shorter side, so it is worth reading it in full if this summary piques your interest. Fair warning, this book is not for the close-minded or faint-hearted. You must be willing to enter de Mello's teachings with an open mind. It will require you to lay down your identifications, labels, and attachments, and be willing to have them scattered in front of you. For some, this will be extremely difficult. For others, it will be a refreshing breath of fresh air. Quick housekeeping. All quotes are from the author unless otherwise stated. I've adapted emphasis in bold to quote throughout this post. The summary is organized by themes I've identified, not necessarily by the author's chapters. Anthony de Mello liked to repeat themes over and over again to drive them home, so you'll notice some overlap in the various themes below. Summary contents, click a link to jump to a section below. About Anthony de Mello, short overview of the book, awareness, sleep, waking up, spirituality, etc. We're not going to go through about Anthony de Mello. You could do that, you could just Google that. So maybe I'm gonna add it whenever I feel to, but at this point, I'm not gonna do so. Anyway, short overview of the book. The book is organized into many short chapters from a retreat. In this retreat, I'd rather leave it like this, unstructured and moving from one thing to another and returning to themes again and again, because that is the way to really grasp what I'm saying. Which is a quote, by the way. If it doesn't hit you for the first time, it might the second time, and what doesn't hit one person might hit another. I've got different themes, but they're all about the same thing. Call it awareness, call it love, call it spirituality or freedom or awakening or whatever. It really is the same thing. What does Anthony de Mello ultimately leave you with? But I'll promise you this, I have not known a single person who gave time to being aware who didn't see a difference in a matter of weeks. The quality of their life changes, so they don't have to take it on faith anymore. They see it, they are different, they react differently. In fact, they react less and act more. You see things you have never seen before. I've given you a whole program for life, haven't I? De Mello has plenty of memorable messages. You'll notice that many here are paragraph-long excerpts, but here are some wisdom-filled one-liners to get you started. What's the earthly use of putting a man on the moon when we cannot live on the earth? Life is a banquier, and the tragedy is that most people are starving to death. We differ from others, from criminals, for example, only in what we do or don't do, not in what we are. Loneliness is when you're missing people, aloneness is when you're enjoying yourself. If any excerpt is able to give a sufficient short summary of the book, this one does a nice job. And so there's a little a little quote here. What I'm leading you to is the following. Awareness of reality around you. Awareness means to watch, to observe what is going on within you and around you. Going on is pretty accurate. Trees, grass, flowers, animals, rock, all of reality is moving. One observes it, one watches it. How essential is it for the human being not just to observe himself or herself, but to watch all of reality? Are you imprisoned by your concepts? Do you want to break out of your prison? Then look, observe, spend hours observing, watching what? Anything. The faces of people, the shapes of trees, a bird in flight, a pile of stones. Watch the grass grow. Get in touch with things, look at them. Hopefully you will then break out of these rigid patterns we have all developed out of what our thoughts and our words have imposed on us. Hopefully we will see. What will we see? This thing that we choose to call reality. Whatever is beyond words and concepts, this is a spiritual exercise connected with spirituality, connected with breaking out of your cage, out of the imprisonment of the concepts and words. Source Awareness by Anthony DeMello, sloww.co, Lighter Living, Higher Purpose. Awareness. Awareness, awareness, awareness. In awareness is healing, in awareness is truth, in awareness is salvation, in awareness is spirituality, in awareness is growth, in awareness is love. In awareness is awakening awareness. There's nothing so important in the world as awakening. Nothing. What you are aware of, you are in control of. What you are not aware of is in control of you. You're always a slave to what you're not aware of. When you are aware of it, you're free from it. It's there, but you're not affected by it. You're not controlled by it. You're not enslaved by it. That is the difference. Unless you choose to, because we often see things and notice things that are concerning us, hurting us, but often we tend to not do something about that, which is a pity. If you could grasp this, you would hit upon the secret of awakening. You would be happy forever. You would never be unhappy again. Nothing would have the power to hurt you again. I mean that. Nothing. It is like when you throw black paint in the air remains uncontaminated. You never color the air black. No matter what happens to you, you remain uncontaminated. You remain at peace. When you're living for nothing, you've got all your skills. You've got all your energy. You are relaxed. You don't care. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose. Now there is human living for you. That is what life is all about. That can only come from awareness. And in awareness you will understand that honor doesn't mean a thing. It is a social convention, that is all. That is why the mystics and the prophets didn't bother one bit about it. Honor or disgrace meant nothing to them. They were living in another world, in the world of the awakened. As it is with, in the end, things that do not really matter. The opinion of others, which, might be heavily correlated with, what did he say? Honor, being honored by somebody and being an honorous person, or however you pronounce it or say it, I don't know, but you know what I mean. So many things do not matter. What really does matter are the things that you choose, period. The things you want to matter. The things that you value highly because of whatever reason, doesn't matter. Anyway, asleep, which is going to be the last one for the day, I guess. Most people, even though they don't know it, are asleep. They are born asleep, they live asleep, they marry in their sleep, they breed children in their sleep, they die in their sleep without ever waking up. They never understand the loneliness and the beauty of this thing that we call human existence. All mystics, Catholic, Christian, non-Christian, no matter what their theology, no matter what their religion, are unanimous on one thing. That all is well, all is well. Though everything is a mess, all is well. Strange paradox to be sure, but tragically, most people never get to see that all is well because they are asleep. They are having a nightmare. Waking up is unpleasant, You are nice and comfortable in bed. It is irritating to be woken up. There is a reason the wise guru will not attempt to wake people up. I hope I'm going to be wiser here and make no attempt whatsoever to wake you up if you are asleep. It is really none of my business, even though I say to you at times, wake up. My business is to do my thing, to dance my dance. If you profit from it, fine. If you do not, too bad. As the Arabs say, the nature of rain is the same, but it makes thorns grow in the marshes and flowers in the gardens. We are surrounded with joy, with happiness, with love. Most people have no idea of this whatsoever. The reason they are brainwashed, the reason they are hypnotized, they are asleep. Now this is exactly what your society did to you when you were born. You were not allowed to enjoy the solid, nutritious food of life, namely work, play, fun, lather, the company of people, the pleasure of the senses and the mind. You were given a taste for the drug called approval, appreciation, attention. With that being said, I'm gonna see you the next time. Bye bye.